Hello there, and welcome along to Cloud News, where it's my pleasure to bring you a selection of some of the interesting items that have come through my mailbox this week. So, here we go. Project Daytona brings iterative MapReduce to the Azure platform for scientists. The massive data processing system is being produced by Microsoft as an alternative to Hadoop, and will, so say the Microsoft folks, allow scientists to take advantage of the huge compute resources available on the Azure platform without needing to go deeply into cloud programming. So if you've got a scientific interest or you simply have a huge amount of numbers to crunch, then the Daytona code is available to you free from the Microsoft.com website. Simply head on over there and search for Daytona. OpenStack turns 1 year old this week. The open source cloud OS has been huge and has exceeded everyone's expectations, including those of Rackspace, one of the original founders. Now contributing to the environment, we've got Dell, we've got Citrix, we've got Cisco. Everybody's jumping on board, and we're really going to have to keep an eye on these guys alongside the big brands like Microsoft, Amazon and VMware. OpenStack details can be found at openstack.com. A report from the Carbon Disclosure Project, CDP, which is entitled Cloud Computing, the IT Solution for the 21st Century, shows organizations have already saved millions of dollars through a move to cloud services or the technologies underpinning those services. The report cites some examples like Boeing, Novartis and Citigroup, along with some other general examples of a catering firm or whatever, for use for reference and digestion. The Carbon Disclosure Project and the report can be found at cdpproject.net. There are detractors from this report, however, and the Green Monk over at greenmonk.net says, yeah, we're okay with the numbers, but you know what? You're making some big assumptions on how green service provider data centers are, so we have to be careful of how we interpret these things. So if you're looking at a move to the cloud, or at least some virtualization platform, take a look at the CDP report, but also take a little bit of a look at how your cloud service provider data center is being run. We've got to look at this stuff on a case-by-case basis. 800 US government data centers are to be closed. That's if reports are to be believed. A report in the New York Times came out and said that the US government is to shutter over 40% of its around 2,000 data centers in an effort to reduce both costs and improve the way technologies are used. Part of those efficiencies and improvements are going to be through the adoption of cloud services, of course. And this is going to be delivered either internally through internal projects or externally by third-party vendors. Opportunities abounding there. The report over at the New York Times is what caught my eye on this one. Cheap storage. This one gets onto my list this week purely for selfish geekery reasons. Backblaze, company in the US, provide cheap cloud storage and have released details and some very cool data center pictures of exactly how they do it. They basically produce their own storage pods, each of which are capable of delivering 135 terabytes of raw storage, and they cost less than $7,500 to build. They're bright red too. So we spend a lot of time talking about how cloud abstracts away from the hardware, and it's sometimes cool to see the actual technology in place. The Backblaze folks use a combination of open source software, consumer components in a custom red chassis to hold 45 3 terabyte drives to deliver that storage. It's not really the kind of thing a novice could do, but you can get it done with the right kind of skills in place. Also on the website there's an interesting cost comparison table between them and some of the other cloud vendors, and you can find that over at backblaze.com. We don't really talk about IBM that much, but their new Federal Community Cloud is a FISMA certified solution for communication and collaboration, which seems to have been specifically designed to address the US government's Cloud First Directive and the requirements put in place by Verkundra. The FCC, which is perhaps a deliberate acronym, is deployed and implemented in a private cloud model. So we're going to have to watch IBM. Interesting. MAP version 6.0 for cloud planning. Microsoft have released version 6 of its migration and planning kit, MAP. This version is particular interest because it covers not only Azure and Hyper-V cloud solutions, but also the Office 365, and it has a client evaluation tool for analysis of the workloads and the client workloads, and also for VMware and for Oracle as well. So for anybody with a passing interest in migration and moving anything to a Microsoft cloud solution, this is a must-have bit of kit. Again, you can head on to microsoft.com and search for MAP and you'll find that solution. I think that's about it for now. Thanks for watching. The outlook, cloudy but with a bright future.